In the heart of Alaska, there was a village forgotten by time called Station of the Valley. It was a small place, surrounded by snow-covered mountains, where the cold seemed eternal. There lived a simple man, Mr. Jose, and his best friend, a small strayed dog named Spark. Life in that village was tough, but the friendship between the two warmed the hearts of everyone who knew them. Mr. Jose was a train engineer who passed through Station of the Valley, and every day Spark accompanied him to the station. It was always the same ritual. Spark ran excitedly beside Mr. Jose, who carried his uniform, worn out by years of work. When they arrived at the station, Jose would crouch down, look at the little dog, and say, "You know you can't come with me, right, buddy? But I promise I'll be back soon." Spark seemed to understand. He wagged his tail, sat on the platform, and stayed there patiently waiting for the train to leave. When the whistle blew and the train disappeared into the horizon, Spark remained in the same spot, rain, snow, or shine. He never left. Every return, Mr. Jose brought a smile on his face. He kept his promise, and Spark greeted him with all the joy in the world. They didn't need words to express how much they meant to each other. Their gestures and looks said it all. But life is unpredictable, like a train that loses its course. One day the ritual was broken. That day, Mr. Jose's train departed as usual, and Spark stayed at the station, waiting for his friend to return. But time passed, and Jose didn't come back. Night fell. The cold grew harsher. But Spark remained there, his eyes fixed on the tracks, waiting. The next day, the people at the station began to worry. "He always returns at the same time," said one of the employees. "Maybe the weather delayed the train. He'll probably show up tomorrow," another replied. But tomorrow came, then another, and yet another, and Mr. Jose never returned. Spark continued at the station as if time didn't exist. The villagers began feeding him and even tried taking him home. But he always returned to the same spot. Days turned into weeks. The station was filled with a heavy silence, until news finally arrived. Mr. Jose's train had suffered an accident on its last stop. He didn't survive. The people were shocked. Everyone knew Mr. Jose and the love between him and Spark. But how could they explain this to the little dog? Spark didn't know what death was. He didn't understand why Jose didn't return. But he knew how to wait. And he waited. Years went by. Spark grew older. His energy wasn't the same, but his determination never wavered. The entire village got used to his presence at the station. Some called him the one from the platform. Others got emotional seeing him there, so loyal to his owner. "That dog still thinks Mr. Jose is coming back," one of the villagers said, tears in his eyes. "What kind of loyalty is this?" The winter seemed colder every year, but Spark's heart was warm with hope. He waited for 7 long years until one morning he was no longer there. Spark was found lying next to the tracks, as if still waiting for Mr. Jose's train. The entire village gathered to pay homage to the little stray dog. They placed a small plaque next to the spot where he used to wait. "Here rests Spark and his loyalty." Spark left behind something that time could never erase, a lesson of love and loyalty that neither distance nor death could destroy. Mr. Jose didn't return, but perhaps in some way, Spark finally found his way to him. True friendships never die. They stay with us, no matter the distance or time. Those who passed through the station and saw Spark all those years would never forget the example of fidelity and love he represented. He wasn't just a dog, but a living lesson that true friendship isn't measured by time, but by the strength of commitment and the purity of the heart. And so the story of Spark and Mr. Jose continued to be told, passed down through generations, reminding all of us that true friendship has no end, that loyalty is eternal, and that sometimes The purest love is the one that teaches us to wait and believe, no matter how long it takes for the return. The story of Spark, which began as a tale of friendship between a man and his dog, became a life lesson for everyone who crossed his path. Because in the end, we all know that, like Spark, true friendship always finds its way back, wherever it may be. If this story touched your heart, comment below and share how it made you feel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss more emotional stories like this. Like and share this video with your friends so that messages of loyalty, true friendship, and unconditional love can reach even more people. Let's spread the strength of stories like Sparks, which remind us of what really matters in life. Until the next video.